joy out of food more than having to weigh it on a scale. But portion control is key if you're trying to lose weight. Back with tips to make it easy and just eyeball it is Andrea Donsky. So it's a really important rule for life.
It really is.
To kind of have a sense of the portions you're eating, right?
That's right. Absolutely is. All right, so we're going to start with a little bit of statistics because you know me.
That's right. Bring the stats.
All right, so fast food portions are 2 to 5 times larger than they were 50 years ago.
True or false?
Nope, that is the fact. That is a fact.
That is true. Okay. I was hoping it was false.
I know, no. And so researchers are now saying that it's leading to something called portion distortion.
Ah.
Right? So we are considering these larger portions to be our new normal.
Yes.
All right, so here's some examples.
Okay.
So years ago, this was a regular size or an average size portion for soda.
Yep.
This was about 6.5 ounces. Today, 20 ounces.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's
that's
crazy.
That's more than 3 times the size.
Yes.
All right, so muffin, 1.5 ounces versus 5 ounces today.
Yeah.
Check this out. Pasta, 1 cup versus 2 cup. That's double
It's
the size in the
double.
portion, right? So one tip you could do is if you're eating out, is that if you do get that huge plate of pasta,
yes,
take 50% off and ask the waiter to give it to you to take home. And then even if you're eating the other half, you still have a healthy portion, right? So that's one tip that you could do.
The problem is that everybody wants the lowest amount for the most amount,
right.
and it's a terrible way of looking at it because it's food and you shouldn't be over consuming.
Exactly.
So the value is not going to add up if you pay for it in your health later on.
Exactly.
Right?
No, well said, Tracy. All right. So what do you think of? What's the first thing you think of when you think of the color red? Other than love.
Anger?
No, how about
eating? They say actually the color red makes you more hungry.
Okay, so this is interesting. It's actually what I was looking for was stop. So you think stop signs, right? Red lights.
Whereas for me, it's go.
Right.
Have more.
So it's really stop. So it's actually the opposite, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Science shows that if you eat off red plates or red bowls, it actually registers your brain to stop eating.
You'll eat less?
Yes, so if you want to eat a snack, you want to eat your chips or your ice cream, eat it off a red plate.
In a red plate. Yep. See if that helps you with the chips, guys. You try that out at home.
And eat it with your blue glasses.
And with the blue glasses, exactly. Okay, so what does this have to do with portion control?
Okay, so this comes to vegetables, right? Yes. So we want to make sure that we're eating lots of vegetables because when we are eating vegetables, you don't really have to watch your portion unless you're slathering it with butter or some kind of, it's something that's unhealthy. So one tip would be when you're looking at portion control is to fill up half your plate with vegetables. Okay, so and start with eating your vegetables because vegetables have fiber and water which will fill you up.
Yep.
Then you're kind of going around the clock. Then eat your proteins and your good fats.
Okay.
So protein and fats also help to satiate you.
Yes.
And then you go on to your whole grains. Make sure you're eating whole grains, not refined carbohydrates, because they don't have any fiber, any vitamins and minerals, right? Those whole grains have fiber.
Got it.
Very
and
important.
This way you've had all of the good stuff that you need first and you filled yourself up in the right way.
You may not even get there.
You might not get there.
You might not.
And that's okay.
And that is absolutely okay. All right, so another thing when it comes to portion control, we're still talking about vegetables, is, and this is a big one for me, prepare your vegetables and cook them the way you're going to eat them.
Okay.
Because a lot of times we think, oh, we should be eating steamed vegetables, but to be honest, they don't cut it for me. Like, I don't love steamed vegetables unless you're slathering coconut oil on it with some Himalayan salt. Other than that, don't love it.
Okay.
So when it comes to vegetables, the way my family loves to eat it is roasted. Put a little bit of olive oil, some garlic, some salt, some pepper. It's so good. And then you'll end up eating double the portion of vegetables.
Got it.
Absolutely delicious. And same thing for raw vegetables.
Yeah.
Salad, right? You want to be careful of store-bought dressing. So you want to put a dressing on that's going to make you eat it. Yep. Make your own olive oil, balsamic vinegar, a little apple cider. My secret ingredient for my salad dressing is sumac. Sumac.
That's a nice flavor.
So good, a little Mediterranean, and it makes you want to eat your vegetables. Again, eat them first.
Lovely. Okay, whatever it takes to eat those vegetables.
That's the key,
Make sure you get it in there. So we're supposed to have 5 to 10 servings, vegetables and fruit.
Every single day?
Every single day. That's a lot.
All right.
So now we have size comparisons. Is this what we should be using?
Exactly. So you want to eat on smaller dishes, right? So fill up your plate, the smaller plate, with lots of food, and then keep the bigger plates for the vegetables, right? So for your salad and stuff. And even if you eat off a smaller spoon, you're going to eat less.
Okay,
that's what you
so that stuff really works.
It really does. And if you want to eyeball, like you were saying before, your fist is about the size of a cup, equals to about a cup of rice. Your palm of your hand is about 3 ounces of meat, and then this part of your thumb equals to about a tablespoon of oil. So if you need to eyeball it, that's a good trick.
So you don't always have to be using a scale.
Exactly.
Thank you for that,
Yeah,
Andrea.
you're welcome.